3, 2, 1.
Hold it. Hey guys, Travis's birthday happens around the day this episode goes up, and if you could all wish him a very happy birthday in the comments, that would be awesome. Oh, in behalf of the rest of Kewl Clan,
happy birthday, Travis!
Hello and welcome to the Kewlcast. I'm your host for the week, Travis, aka T-Man Kewl, joined by my co-host Preston.
Hello! Oh.
And my co-host David.
HD high resolution fidelity
Freddy Fazbear.
ultra realistic
Yes,
Freddy Fazbear
Yellow.
golden
knee high.
Freddy Fazbear.
Does that segue into my small talk of my week, how been going, or do you want to say it first?
Yeah, nah, you go for it.
My week has been good. I changed my profile picture. I'm now a bear. Yellow.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
He's like
Oh.
a bear that tried to attack a beehive, and like instead of eating the honey, he just got all over him. Now he's covered
Instead
in
of a
sticky
beehive,
honey.
it's a freaky hive, and instead of
Oh my
stinging me,
It freaked you.
freaking me. Yeah, I took our little break week. I feel it was much needed. I helped clear out a few things. I didn't get nearly as much done as I wanted to, but I don't know. I just feel like a solid little breather helped a little bit, just a little smidge. I've got a new profile picture. I decided to I've been thinking about it a while, and I finally did it, and I think it's funny. A little bear that's been color keyed yellow with a mustache and a top hat and a hoodie, because that's pretty much what I am.
And it's high definition, HD resolution, high fidelity.
Yes, say it.
Golden farty
Say
Fazbear.
it. Thank you. I'm sorry.
I love it.
See, I'm trying to think of anything else I've done through the week worth noting. Where is my phone? It's on my bed. I'm not going to grab that.
That is fair.
Whoa! Computer, what the fuck did you do? Why'd you do that? Okay, well, Spotify's opening. Why is Snipping Tool opening? Fuck off.
What?
Whatever. My computer's being stupid. I clicked on my browser and it put my computer into task view mode or something stupid. It's being silly. I took the week, and honestly, I think for the most part, I did more laying around than I did anything else. I'm trying to think, where is my funny document? Yeah, I changed my profile picture on my Twitch, YouTube, and Discord. They're all the same thing, except YouTube and Twitch have a blue background. Finally got the footage over to editor on the gaming channel. Me and Travis have been fucking fist fighting over whether that footage is even usable. We gave it to him. He managed to do something with it, and I don't blame him at all for how it turned out. But, and aside from that, and some talks about how TNP is going, which I guess that's TNP business, so I doesn't really deserve to be here too much. I don't know. We haven't really decided, so there's nothing to say on that. Yeah. I'm starting work on my channel officially. I'm trying to get stuff out going. And we played Deceit last night. We got a big party of 6 people playing a bunch of games together last night.
Yeah.
That was fun. Even if Deceit didn't necessarily work out completely, I still don't know why. It gave Travis the biggest middle finger known to man. That still is really fucking stupid. But overall, I'd say it was pretty fun. All in all the games.
It's funny because it would have been almost okay if the game just crashed, but the fact that it's just going straight to the menu still gets me. That's crazy. If anybody that watches this out of the 40 people we have subscribed know any solutions to that Deceit crashing and loading back into the main menu, type that in the comments below.
Do it.
Yes.
Just do it.
Tell me how to fix the game.
Because I would love to play that game again, but in case we just can't ever get it fixed, like I said, I think I'd be willing. Like, if we just can't get it fixed for you, Travis, I think I'd want to get the group together and play a different styled game that's like Trouble in Terrace Town. Oh, that would be so good. But the issue with that side is David would be the one getting the big middle finger because he literally can't play Gmod. So that'd be a lot of working around that. There's so much there, but there's so many games out there that'd be so fun to just get a bunch of people playing all at once.
Oh, I love deception games in general. I know Preston doesn't like it, but I had a lot of fun on Among Us when that was big. Like, genuinely, I had a really grand time. I like fooling people, being deceitful, and then, figuring out who's the deceitful one. It's a fun gameplay loop. Very great social game.
Yeah. I probably ought to revisit it, maybe, because that was like 4 years ago, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
I can't comment on the current state of the game. I don't like the recent changes they've made.
What changes could they have made to Among Us, bro? I thought the game has just done nothing.
A shit ton of roles. Like, it's a different game now.
Oh,
like,
so they kind of did the Trouble in Terrace Town role mod where there's a jester where his whole goal is to get killed and stuff like that. Like
they've done like a shit ton of roles like that.
Interesting.
Which is kind of interesting in a way, but like...
It is, but like, I don't think you're gonna go into an Among Us now and experience like the classic one that I love.
Yeah.
It'd probably be better off as like classic default game mode and like party game mode or something like that. Like a separate game mode that's clearly not the main game but has a bunch of different roles and stuff for an alternate game style maybe.
The party game mode could just be like, you could toggle off which roles are actually in the game, etc.
It's like Uno.
That might be an option, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't touched the game in a long time.
Word.
Have you guys seen Lockdown? I think it's Lockdown.
Yes,
Protocol?
Lockdown Protocol. It's the one with the little space guys. You can run around and poke people with screwdrivers and shit.
Yeah, it's basically like 3D Among Us, right?
Dude, I have that on my wish list. I want to play that so fucking bad. It's only $10. If we can get a day together to get everyone to play it like again, I would be so fucking willing to buy like 2 copies and gift them to people if they can't get them. I so want to play that game so goddamn it looks so fun.
What's it called? I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Lockdown Protocol. I'm gonna open my Steam and it's gonna cover my screen for like a microsecond. Oopsies. Steam? Get off.
Interesting. I've never heard of this game. Never even seen you.
It's pretty recent.
Fair.
I keep seeing clips of Chilled Chaos playing it, which I love that for 2 reasons. 1, because he's actually really funny. 2, he has a fucking killer mustache. Like, dude's got a full fucking twirl. And 3, because I don't follow rules. I was a big Chilled Chaos fan way back in the day, and I haven't watched any of his recent stuff until Lockdown Protocol, and I think it's really fucking fun. It looks like it'd be so fun. I've only seen clips, so I don't know the actual gameplay mechanic. I just know it's like... It just looks like... Yeah, Travis said it best, like Among Us, but like... like
3D.
Properly made with love into 3D.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because like when Among Us was big, you had everyone like making 3D Among Us, but it was like a shitty Unity thing.
Yeah, it was all Unity.
Yeah, man, it's always Unity.
The only
it's all just Unity. Always has been.
I never did see that many from my gandering. Never did see a lot of 3D Among Us, but the only like good 3D Among Us that I've seen is the VR Among Us.
Okay, granted, yeah, that one seems...
That's pretty fun. That's unfair, though. That's unfair. That VR is just inherently funny.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of funny clips from that. The guy, like, screaming at the kid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you!
Crying.
Goodness.
Then, of course, you can't ignore Jerma with his fucking VR Among Us stuff, with him going completely fucking insane away from everyone.
I never saw his VR Among Us stuff. That sounds funny as hell.
I'd recommend it. It's pretty funny. He's a silly little fella. It's like, if you enjoy Spencer's humor, that Jerma and Spencer just go hand in hand humor. It's uncanny.
I have a theory they're the same person, but we'll get into that later.
I think he's Jerma's son.
Never seen Jerma in a room before.
Damn. Word.
Does any more need to be said, folks? Never seen Germ in a room before.
Never.
Roomba.
So, David, how's your
Yeah.
week been, buddy?
Ooh, really excited. I had a fantastic week, actually. Really good week. Yeah.
Do tell.
Spill the beans.
Beans.
So, man, it's been like a month. This month went by fast, but like 3 weeks ago, I went to a open house thing. My brother attends like a youth community at this church. And it's kind of a smaller, I don't want to say the name of it, but it's like a smaller satellite church to this big church. I don't know if you guys would know what I'm talking about, just saying it, but anyways, well, I was there and, had burgers and whatnot, playing Gaga Ball. And this other guy named David was like, oh yeah, because he volunteers and helps run the youth group there. And he says, well, yeah, and he's our age. He's 18 or 19, so around our age group. He was like, yeah, man, at the bigger church, the other church, on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m., we have a thing for, like, adults within our age range from 18 to, like, mid-30s. You should check it out sometime. The second week, I showed up on Wednesday because I got the time and the day wrong, and I wasn't even at the right place, which is, I should have wrote it down. That was my bad.
Shit
The second
happens.
week, yeah, exactly. The second week, I totally forgot. Like, it was Tuesday night, and I was just like, oh, crap. I totally forgot about it. But this week, Tuesday, I finally go down there. I think it's 6. I thought it was 6 p.m., so I'm rushing because I kind of got started getting ready too late. And I drive down there. I get there, and it's a massive church. Like, I'm walking up to it, and I'm like, I parked in a parking lot and realized that there's like other buildings and parking lots. Like, it's a complex in a way. And I was like, oh man, like, I don't know where to go. So I walk up and I ask like a cop that's just kind of standing there shooting the crap with another dude. Like, hey man, I'm here for this. He's like, oh yeah, just walk down that way. It's right there, the auditorium. That's where the thing is. So I walk in, and this guy with the white badge comes up. He's like, talking and, introduce each other. Then he gets me to sign in and whatnot. I get a little name tag. And, it was kind of like something that I've been looking for a while. Just like a get together of just people in our age range to make friends and like get out and do crap. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They had free coffee and whatnot. There wasn't much to do in the lobby room.
Coffee.
Yes, free coffee.
I have coffee.
Oh yeah. There wasn't much to do in the waiting room, and when I got there wasn't that many people. But it's now 6 p.m. and I'm just kind of standing around meeting people, shooting the crap, trying to make some friends. And then, like, as time's going on, I'm talking to more people, and I meet this one dude. His name is Preston. We'll call him. Actually, no.
Is it the guy you're telling me about?
No, that's the other dude.
Okay.
No, I'll tell you how I met that guy. But I kind of stick with him. It's his first time too. He's like 24, and we're walking around, because like we're new, so we see these kind of already established like groups of people talking, and it's like him and I are just kind of bumbling around. So we decided to stick together. Anyways, as time goes on, like I'm not even lying, like at least like 100, over 100 to 200, maybe 200 people start like filling in the room. Like, it starts getting really crowded, and I like crowded spaces. I don't know, I like seeing bunches of people moving. It's always really cool to me. But it's like, oh, this is cool, a lot of people to meet and stuff like that, a lot of women our age and stuff like that, people to flirt with, guys to make friends with. Exactly, the ladies. But I was focused on making friends, so I stuck with Princeton. And so at 6:30, the doors start opening. We start funneling into the like main chapel area, or whatever you call that, the auditorium. And like, I'm sticking with Princeton, of course, and he's kind of leading. And we go to the right. We go to the pews, and he picks out this one empty pew, except for one bugger at the end of the pew. And so, I'm like, oh man, this is like the perfect opportunity to make a friend. Just some dude sit next to him. Hey man, I'm David. You know what I mean? What's your name? So we sit down. We kind of we go all the way down. And we sit next to him, and I reach over to Princeton. I'm like, hey, I'm David. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm Justice. And we go through this ceremony. That wasn't it's just a church service. Wasn't that special. And then afterwards, Princeton kind of went off to explore, but me and Justice got to talking, and he plays pickleball. And I've been looking for a sport to get into, so hopefully that'll go somewhere. And we were talking about Call of Duty Zombies and all this stuff, and I brought up the fact of we were talking about what we did, work experiences and stuff like that, jobs we have and have had. And he said, "Oh yeah, man, for 10 months or so, I was a online stalker at a Walmart." And I said, "Oh yeah, that's something my friend Preston does." I don't know why I said my friend Preston does, he would know who that is, but he said Preston. Preston? And I was like, yeah, what's your last name? He was like, can I say your name on VR?
Not my last name. What the fuck?
Okay. But anyways, I said your full name, and he was like, that sounds familiar. And I was trying to go through the gallery of my phone, but I could not find an actual picture of you.
That's not a deranged face.
Yeah, exactly. So I just looked up your profile picture, and he was like, oh man, yeah, I worked with him. So I took a quick selfie and said to this Preston. That's such a small world too, because he lives out in your city, Preston.
Yeah, no, he's
but
out
I
here.
met him here, and I thought that was funny because he works at a car dealership now, in the city I live in, which I told him must be a bitch of a commute. He's like, yeah, but just the opportunity to, I don't know, meet new people, really exciting and stuff like that. That really made my week.
Yeah.
I've been in a good week.
It's definitely the thing that you definitely needed, because I know you're always for going out and about and just hanging out in real life and whatnot, and that could be a little difficult hanging out with me, Travis, and Spencer, seeing as how we go out once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
So it definitely needed, and really cool that you actually got an opportunity to go out and just commute.
Exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
And that just improved. And it's every Tuesday, so I plan to go to that. Once again, a lot of pretty ladies attending. A couple I had my eye on. So also cross your fingers for that, or whatever you want to do. That goes somewhere too.
Place a spell. I'll start praying on your downfall. You got a buddy, Travis.
But no, that's been my week. Just
hell yeah.
Looking forward to the next Tuesday. How about you, Travis?
I've gotten back into call back to episode 2 of the Kewlcast here. I've gotten back into my trophy hunting journey on PlayStation a little bit. I've sung a lot of praise for this game, Days Gone. I'm sure you guys have heard of it 2 years ago.
Days Gone.
Motorcycle Man.
Motorcycle.
With the motorcycle, yeah.
Yeah.
On the PlayStation 4.
I praised that a lot. I actually have a video essay. It was fully edited. I planned to release it, but it got lost when I factory reset my PC.
Darn.
Fuck.
It was kind of like, this is way too old now, so I'm just gonna let it go with the reset. But I often praise it as the closest thing to the perfect zombie game for me.
Oh yeah?
It's not perfect, but it's pretty close to my ideal, basically if Rockstar made a zombies game. Days Gone is not made by Rockstar. I'm just saying that kind of gameplay, open world with zombies.
Doing missions, going to zones on the map, etc.
Yep. But yeah, I've been chugging away at that not too far off from popping that platinum. And yeah, that's where most of my week has gone, just kind of faded away to trophy hunting.
How's the Lethal Company coming along? The Lethal Company vid.
Lethal Company video? I have not. I'm actually kind of idly waiting on your half the footage.
Oopsies.
Not half, that one little clip.
Yeah. Send me your POV of that footage so I know exactly what to go for next chance you get, so I can just quickly open it up, grab that one, and then close it.
I gotcha.
Because I completely forgot, and with me starting the video I was making, oopsie.
No, yours isn't the only part I'm waiting on. I still got to finish out subtitles. I just figured, when I receive that footage, I'll knock it all out in one fell swoop. But yeah. Lethal Company video is coming soon on my channel, so keep your eye out for that.
There you go.
Honestly.
And trimmed up my beard and my hair today with the help of my mother.
Ooh.
So I'm looking less caveman-y again.
No,
He's a classy man.
Gotta look good.
Send a screenshot.
Send a screenshot so I can screenshot. That should go hard. It'd make me hard.
Send a screenshot?
I meant to say send a picture. My brain ain't braining today, bro. I'm tired.
Oh, also, I made one hell of a discovery today.
Oh.
That has kind of shaken up my entire fucking worldview.
You guys are bad.
In a kind of bad way, I'm not gonna lie. You guys know this emoticon right here?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see it.
Colon P. The tongue.
Yeah. Does it not look like a cigarette sometimes? What? What do you bet to tell me?
This is how I've interpreted it. I've imagined it's a really long nose, not the tongue, the stem of a P.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's the way I have seen it.
It's almost cuter.
Exactly. Now that I see it the way it's supposed to be seen, it's ruined that emoticon for me.
No, I said it's cuter. Like, it's a little happy dude with a...
That's what I'm saying. No.
How has it ruined it, I guess? I don't know.
That's how he
No,
used to
the
see
way
it.
it's supposed to be seen,
Oh.
now that I see it, it's ruined it for me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't... It's shaken up because every time I've used this, it's been with this intention of this kind of cute, like, long nose face.
Okay, but you never understood that, like, everybody else sees it as a little mouth with the tongue sticking out.
Yeah. So, yeah,
that is
my whole
fascinating.
worldview is just gone.
That is very fascinating. You know, I saw something the other day how there's so much information and stuff like that and so many people on the planet that, like, there's one thing somebody doesn't know and never to judge because that could be like, you could be like the first person to tell somebody something that you find is obvious, but like, it's just fascinating. Could have gone your entire life without knowing that.
Yeah, man.
But you did.
But you
I
didn't.
saw someone use that in a server today, and I was like, you know, I've never understood why people see that as a tongue. Wait a minute, I see it now! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my god.
You know what? The lowercase p actually does kind of convey what I see a little better.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a whole tangent. My whole worldview being ruined.
Now I'm gonna study all of them just to see if I can't make out anything else. No, because the only time I've ever seen the like colon with the tongue sticking out are either from like weeaboo type people or lewd type people. You're like, do you want some pictures? And then they send it with the eyes and tongue sticking out, and it's like just knowing that person or knowing like who's posting whatever
interpretation.
It's like, exactly. It's like I just know that's like them with their eyes, tongue sticking out. They thirsty.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just changed the whole meaning. It's made me go back to like every context I've used it in and be like, oh, that's weird. I don't know. It doesn't have that same happy vibe anymore.
To be fair, I don't think it would have changed much for other people if you're worried about that. Like,
yeah,
other
no,
people interpreting.
no, I'm not like severely worried about that. It's just like, oh,
That's interesting.
I've been misusing this. Basically, it's like learning the definition of a word you've been using.
Oh yeah. Or people getting like Japanese tattooed on their arm only to find out it's like fart eater or something.
That goes hard though.
But you get fart eater tattooed on your arm and it's actually like live, laugh,
would.
love in Japanese.
I would. I will get fart eater tattooed on my arm in Japanese. If what's a hypothetical that I can bet this on, guys? Help me out here.
Why is my brain going into all the violent things?
I know. I was gonna.
I don't want to say anything.
You know, if something crazy enough happens, and it makes me happy enough, I'll just get that tattooed on my arm. How about that?
What if it like ruins what you're happy about though? Like, you get a girlfriend and you get that tattooed on their arm, and she just blows up your house because of it.
What the fuck? Thanos balanced meme.
It's like someone asking, like, what if you get in a car crash and die? I mean, I guess I'll die. Like, what do you want me to do about that?
What would you do in this situation and show the dead dude? Like, be dead, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, gentlemen.
It's just like the day you get back from the tattoo parlor, you just go into your house, you just see your girlfriend like texting you, your thing pops up on Messenger. I hate your tattoo, and your house just. And it's that meme from or not meme, but that clip from Spider-Man of just like him taking Green Goblin bomb and like his suit slowly being ripped off him. Yeah. I'm glad we all had a week.
Hell yeah. That sounds like again, I was just super hardcore person. I was like, I think we just need a whole week to ourselves, and it seems like we've all put some use to that week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice.
Or in your case, very nice.
Mauls you to death.
That was quite humorous, young David.
Wyatt, I am rolling.
Alright, gentlemen, are we ready for the topic?
Me
I think so.
The topic we've been sitting on for like 2 weeks.
Yes.
3 weeks.
Yeah, I was about to say it's been longer because y'all had that duo episode when I booped out.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. This was one I wanted to kind of let linger and let some thoughts build on anyway. Today I wanted to talk about our creative hobbies, our creative outlets and passions. Because I know we all have kind of our unique and overlapping kind of hobbies we do creatively. I just want to hear more about that from all of you. I want an opportunity to talk about mine, hear about yours.
Was that
kind of...
Yeah, when you put that in the topic idea, immediately was like, yeah, it's a really good topic. So
Here, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I need to run to the garage and grab something. I'll be right back.
Gotcha. I guess well, I guess we gotta wait for Preston, huh?
I guess so.
Are we gonna cut this bit out?
So.
Oh.
Hello, viewers.
Hi. I guess not. So, did you discover any more toe cheese under the big toenail?
No, the mines have gone dry, so to speak. However, researchers are reporting back to me that there is some trace amounts being discovered under the big toenail on the left foot now.
Oh, no. So, it's like, that's not even spreading. That's just, like, biological, just your toes.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of the same kind of phenomenon of how, like, you have identical species a continent apart, you know?
Fair.
Kind of like
I was thinking more
type thing. Maybe it developed in the womb before my, like, legs
that's
separated,
what I was thinking
you
more,
know?
yeah.
You know?
Like, just the genetics for your big toes. At least you know now that it would run dry on your right toe. You just let it sail course on your left one.
Yeah, we've harvested all we could. We have processed it into baked goods for the local orphanage.
Hey, we signed an FDA on that.
My fault.
NDA. FDA is the one that regulates foods.
Editor, please kill.
Don't
even cut it out.
That's a genuine joke. I don't want on the podcast.
Oh, what? You don't like violence towards feds?
No.
I think we should reconsider our friendship a little bit. I feel like our goals in life are a little becoming unaligned from now on.
People who are named Jimmy John, eat my sausage.
I agree with that.
Vote
I am
2024.
Travis, and I support this message. Wait, vote for you? Are you running against me now?
Well, I ain't running with you.
Ooh, see, man, there's a divide.
See,
here.
that's
I'm
not a
feeling
lot more.
divide here.
That seemed a lot more scornful than I meant it to be. I
Nah,
just meant,
man,
like,
I felt some hatred come off of that
no,
one.
no.
There's a rift
I
developing
can.
here.
Wait. I know how that now. I know how that sounds.
See, I feel like between me and you in the Discord call right now, there's like a big yellow bear or something, dude.
Oh no! That actually took a lung out of him, bro.
He is genuinely suffocating.
Maybe a little. All right, continue.
Okay, back on track. So anyway, I did give some examples with the topics. I won't go ahead and reveal the other boys. That's on them to do. But for me, I guess my biggest creative hobby is writing. I really enjoy crafting stories and whatnot. I can go into that more if you guys would like, or if you guys would like to hop in with your own. It's up to you.
My biggest creativity stems from history and really just people in general. Just this concept of growth. I don't know, it's so fascinating to me. Things growing, systems growing and changing. And I like to do things that represent that. As a general skim of the surface, Preston.
Trying to think, because I've got a good handful of them, but trying to think of which would be my strongest one, because catch me a couple years ago, I would have said writing tenfold. I would have even said I was really good at writing. I took pride in a lot of my literature, but I haven't written anything in God knows how long.
Same.
I just don't write anymore. I still do from time to time. Like anytime I do have to write something, I'm not scared to get a little detailed with it, but writing's definitely somehow sifted its way away from me. A lot of my big creative outputs in terms of just not even on a large scale project, I gotta say probably guitar. I gotta say playing music, because there's, especially recently, it's kind of hard to deny when I can immediately pick up when I've got great music ears. I can pick up when a tune is just barely out of sync. I could read all that music-y nonsense noise, but there's a lot of times where I'll just randomly doodle some weird horror ambience theme, just some doom, and just let that. I'll just sit here sometimes, just turn my amp on a low muddy setting and just sit there and just playing random strings, just sit there and then there's of course actually learning songs. Sits there and helps clear the mind a little bit, just doing some song.
Man, that is one thing I've always been jealous of. You have it to a crazy extent, and I've noticed David has a touch of it as well. It's the ability to just hear a song and recreate it with an instrument immediately. It's not perfect, but you can at least kind of recreate the tune a little bit. I have no sense for that whatsoever. And it was one of the biggest hurdles for me with trying to learn the guitar when I was
Yeah, because I remember, well, that I don't want to get too personal, I guess, into that, but at least you make up in that strength, I would say, in other spots, things that I'm not actually straight up jealous of, but I would like to have that. I admire it, I guess. I admire it more than I am jealous of just your ability to create videos, video editing, and not just making something for the sake of making it, just churning it out, but just I could tell your passion and dedication to it.
Pistol Salvador shocked the hell out of me, because you had pushed out episode 1, or I suppose the only episode of Pistols Only Salvador.
Yeah.
You'd pushed that episode out, within 2 weeks after I had given you access to a proper video editing software, and seeing the graphics and little animations you pulled out that made the objects moving look like they had at least a form of depth to them was insane.
Yeah.
That was fucking ridiculous to see you push that out almost immediately.
And it's to build upon more, just it's not just churning it out. It's not impressive for the sake of impressive, but it has character.
Yes.
Whatever you do has charm to it as well. Like, I'm not sitting here being like, wow, you made a really fantastic looking video. I'm like, dude, this is great. I would enjoy sitting through watching these. So,
man, God, I've speaked about this project so many times, and I hate speaking about it publicly. I hate the fact that the SCU finale is not, like... I mean, I could release it publicly, but it won't hit for anyone, because, like, that entire project is built on inside jokes.
Yeah.
Not even just, like, known inside jokes, but, like, inside jokes we've forgotten about a couple times over. Like, years.
Yes. And it makes me almost mad I put so much effort forth for that series. Because, like, I cannot... anyone else on the planet I show it to, it's not going to have the same impact.
Yeah.
Like, that was fan service for, like, 3 people in the world.
Yeah. And it was a damn good one, too. Like, fucking
it's really well made.
Like I said, yet still, it's, like, my favorite thing I've ever made.
Honestly, just run with that still. Like, it just being your favorite. Because it's still good. Like, it still shows you your capability, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, you can't put it on a damn resume, but you know you have the confidence to. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. But, like, the video editing one, which we've talked about this a lot. I don't know if on air, but I've been struggling a lot with the video format lately. It hasn't been hitting the same, so I've been leaning way more into writing these past few months. And I don't know, I've been really enjoying crafting stories again. I have a newfound love for it.
Yeah.
Which you've always had
love.
You've always had a good knack for lore building.
Yeah. Well,
yes,
really
I love it.
And not to mention, like, really original concepts. I'd say.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of with Preston. I used to be really into writing. I used to really enjoy writing, and I was also proud of it, but I haven't written anything worthwhile, like substantial, for a good while. That's just, I don't know. Like, in high school, you know how, well, we all get Chromebooks in high school. And I had a lot of stories, and, like, I used to write a lot of poetry. That's what I loved doing. I loved the fun of, like, rhyming words and making stories out of writing words. And, like, especially, like, historical context, like telling either multiple stories in one, or, you know what I mean, like, different, I don't know.
Layers.
Yeah, exactly, the layers to it, and just crafting it out. It was just so much fun sitting there and thinking up stories to tell, but in a format that was rhyming. You know what I mean? Because it was much more satisfying. And I had probably, like, you know, 30, 40, 50, somewhere between, like, I don't want to over exaggerate, but like 50 to 100 poems on my school Chromebook. And I totally forgot about, like, the fact of when I turned it in, because I switched schools during COVID to a different online school. And so when I turned in the Chromebook, they totally erased my school account and I lost all those stories that I wrote, all those poems and stuff. And I have a really hard time. I'm kind of a bad person where something happens to me like that. I kind of have a harder time getting back into something because of it, which I guess everybody is that way in a sense. But that kind of killed my love, because that's like the second time it's ever happened to me. So I used to have, like, a big bundle of poetry that I used to write on paper at the private school that I went to. And for whatever reason, that just disappeared. So I'm not saying that as a spiteful thing, but I'm just saying I would really like to get back into writing. But every time I sit down to, I can't like I used to, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Used to come much more naturally to me. Just unfortunate. Man,
I definitely would recommend trying out, like, group writing, not even group writing, but cooperative writing with someone you trust. You don't even have to call it roleplay, because I try not to in a lot of situations. But yeah, I don't know, writing with another person
story
at
building.
least one other person is just one of my favorite experiences in the world when it goes well and you vibe well with someone to craft a story with them like that.
Yup. That's the only times I ever do write is with one, rarely a second person. I've got a really close friend. I've got probably one of my best friends, I guess I'll just go by nickname Jin. Only she will know that. No, I don't know. But it's just sometimes we'll slide like topics together, like a new character that's been released that's trending or whatever, or like we're both fucking suckers for very horror, very like most people would look at that character and either gag because it's like a very gore-ridden like horror character, or would get shit like downright like creepypastas, like horrifying characters, and we'd like build stuff around that character. Just like, what is it? AU the character, like take the character and just build our own thing off of it. Like we don't do it as often anymore because life, we both have our own lives. We had jobs, whatever. We have more things to do than just sit down and fucking ramble about talks and whatnot. But no, I absolutely know what you mean by that, because it's just sitting there and just going back and forth, slamming these ideas left and right, and just seeing which ones just go right into each other.
Yeah, because solo writing for me is a very vicious cycle where there's no feedback. I feel like when I'm not getting any sort of feedback on my writing, I can fall into some awful traps that eventually push me away, and I'm like, no, I don't have motivation for this anymore.
That is why I do not write anymore.
Yeah.
It is... I have expressed multiple times that... because I had a really, really big story. In fact, I still kind of talk about my characters from time to time with some friends when we're all discussing lore or whatever, because the story, even what I managed to write about the story, which is a handful of thousands on thousands of words regarding the story, even that was only the iceberg over, the whole what artists write versus what they think of the characters or whatnot. Like so much lore, so much intricate shit regarding these characters. But I had this was around the time Tumblr had the big NSFW ban, so everyone abandoned it. This is a little before that, but I had my own little micro meltdown because I was constantly pumping out these new parts, getting like the share story, yada yada, and there were like I don't think any of them ever reached an activity over double digits, and at some point I just completely fucking like broke down. I was like, I can't do this. I'm so proud of this, and no one's even. I don't want to sound like a baby, but this shit fucking sucks. And then like a week or two later, I looked back on that and I was like, I can't fucking do that, dude. This constant need for attention over something that I keep claiming is my own personal, like, private creation is actually making me pull my hair out. Like, it's unhealthy. So I just kind of had to, much as I didn't want to be honest, I had to just take a full couple steps away from writing. And since then, I just haven't been able to find a moment to sift myself back into I still think about the story. I still build on it. I'll still think of a song and just recreate these scenes with the characters and whatnot, but I just cannot find myself sitting down to just lore build, just especially nowadays, even more when I'm not relevant in any social spheres anymore.
That's interesting. I guess to hear you guys say that, like, about social feedback, to me, the writing, that's interesting, because to me, for me, I accept that a lot of the stuff I wrote would be like were not great. Like, I would accept that they were okay or good, and that most of the time I would see them. I did it more as like a intimate thing. Like, this was me writing my experience or just concepts in my head that I want to see out. Like, I would just like, I kind of like how you get a song stuck in your head or whatnot. I would like make a line in my head and then just have fun sitting there, like reciting the line in my head and thinking like, okay, well, what would rhyme? Like, what would make sense in context and still rhyme at the end with like the ending word of that word. And it was like a fun puzzle challenge to me, if that makes sense.
That's why the writing thing, like, that's why that hit me so hard, because I'm not like that as a person. Like, me and Travis have had some heart-to-hearts in terms of video production and content creation and whatnot. And the feeling of having to start from absolute zero can be very disheartening. And I've shared numerous times that just doesn't bother me. Genuinely speaking to no one for the amount of effort, like, it does kind of suck when you put it into perspective how much work you can put into something and see like a handful of people react to it, but I just don't ever let that get to me, which is why realizing how much I actually bashing my head into a wall over just my writing. That's why I had to separate myself from writing for most parts, because it was the only thing that I was truly thinking about that on.
That's interesting.
It was very very surreal to like sit there and go, what the hell? Like, I actually looking at my hands as if there were blood on them, going like, why this one thing? Why the one thing I to this day I don't understand it. Because again, but I'm sure both of you have heard me say it before, but like, it's just Travis, I'm talking in circles, but Travis especially, like, we've had so many heart-to-hearts in terms of just that feeling of like just wanting the attention. It's not a bad feeling. You're not a bad guy for wanting that feeling, but not getting the attention is just not something that's ever really bothered me before, except for writing it. And I guess that's probably why that feeling was so fucking raw, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. There is on some level, I do write for myself first and foremost. However, I feel like that there is this kind of nasty mindset to where, like, I'm not allowed to enjoy it unless I see someone else enjoy it. Like, I'm always criticizing it until I see someone kind of break through and be like, hey, wait a minute, nobody, that was actually very good. I want to actually show some love for David here. Recently, he expressed some interest to go back and read, or there was a conversation somewhere along the way, and we ended up going through my old Wattpad.
Oh my god, dude, Wattpad! Oh shit.
And we found a story, actually circling back, the first time I ended the SCU, I rebooted it into like a Wattpad novel, and it was weird. It shouldn't have been framed like an SCU reboot in the first place, but I wrote a few chapters and then I kind of forgot about it until me and David were going back and reading it. And, David reading it for the first time, he actually, like, I don't want to speak for him, but, like, he had a lot of good things to say, and it kind of re-sparked a lot of my motivation to write, you know?
Aw. No, yeah, I freaking love that. I would actually keep up with that if that was like a comic strip or something.
Yeah.
Because like most comics I don't get into just because I haven't heard about them, but when I do, I really like sink my teeth into them, especially when they're interesting. And I will say that is like what you had was very interesting, and I would love to see it, especially in a comic format, like art, drawn art and stuff like that. Oh, that would rock.
I do appreciate that, yeah. But yeah, for me, it's not like I need people to see this. It's like it just sort of takes that one person sometimes to just kind of if at least one person can give me some sort of feedback, it extends my ability so much to be able to push forward. It's not like a number games where like I need attention. I don't want to say that.
No, yeah.
But it's just more so
almost like confirmation that you did something.
Yes.
Want to know what just dawned on me?
The sun?
Okay. This is not changing the topic, but it kind of is. One of the creative outlet points that I had on my little board was a creative format, Minecraft. Expressing myself through Minecraft. And I just dawned on me I can relate to Preston about that. Maybe not to the point of stressing me out, but just to the point of like depressing me so much that almost playing that game makes me like actually in a bad mood, which is one of the reasons why I don't touch it very much anymore. But just like that feeling of building something while your friends are offline and them coming on to like really admire your work. It wasn't that I needed them to admire the work to make it like valuable in my mind, but just having that sense of community or seeing what other people built, and like only for worlds to die, like, or have worlds that I kept up for so long, because I would like have really long running Minecraft survival worlds with like a lot of lore and history, because I'm a big civilization nerd, and so I would like try to replicate that the best I could in Minecraft with my friends. This was on the PS3 days too, so like not very many people at the time, but like, you know, we would have battles quote unquote, just like one or two people fighting, or, you know, roads and walls and stuff like that, and just to like build something and just have people use it and stuff like that, and then like over time watching them fade one by one of like they're not really interested in Minecraft anymore, like that just depressed me so much that like yeah, especially with like when we got onto the Switch, all of us playing, and just that enthusiasm, and at no fault on you guys, I can't like make you guys like interested in Minecraft, just the fact that
all of these creations were no longer just being acknowledged by a soul. Exactly. And it just like the sense of community around them just kind of like maybe not want to play Minecraft as much anymore. So I understand that. Kind of makes me sad when I think about it. But no, yeah, Minecraft was a big creative format. Games like Minecraft, building stuff, like interest in architecture, like systems and community.
Because to even circle back, every time I talk about the writing I'm currently doing, it is for a Minecraft realm. I do fully 100% consider Minecraft an art form, and I know we probably touched on that in the Minecraft video, but sandbox games, and Minecraft in particular, with how popular it is, like that, it genuinely is an art form.
It is. It's such a good way to like express yourself, and it's so sandboxy, but like it has just the right amount of limitations to make it like you can express yourself into it. That's what I guess the like slight amount of limitations it has makes it different from something like, let's just say, like AutoCAD, or what's another like 3D software program?
Blender, SFM.
Blender, yeah, because like you can make anything in Blender, but like Minecraft just hits
working
so much
with
different.
Nothing but presets that you can actively pull on demand.
Yeah,
exactly. Which I'm not going to diss people who like find that as a creative outlet. I'm just like discussing the difference between the two and my gravitation towards something like Minecraft.
It does bring me on here recently. I'd consider it a creative outlet, not by the game itself, but I've been playing a lot of Viscera. Cleanup detail, and I'd say that's the same like sort of thing as Power Wash Simulator, where I'm never really focused on the game itself, but I usually, when I'm playing it, I'm maybe listening to something, but I do a lot of, it's essentially my work when I'm not at work. Whenever I'm at work and I'm walking around, I'm zoned out. I'm constantly planning a lot of things, to the point where I have to buy a planner so I could write these things down, keep track of them. So when I'm not at work, I kind of like, anytime I just have nothing to do, I'll boot up something like Viscera or Power Wash, put something else on in the background to listen to. As I'm playing this game, I'm plotting and stuff like that. So I guess it's not necessarily directly a creative outlet of a game, but it just gets me sitting there thinking. It gives me a like critical thinking time, just quiet time to just sit there and just mull over a couple ideas and see what's gonna brew today. What are we thinking about?
I remember.
No, you go on.
Okay, I remember as a kid, that reminded me, even as a kid and sort of up to when I met Travis, like when him and I became friends, I used to actually on paper draw diagrams and like layouts of like projects I wanted to build in Minecraft. Remember the like hanging gardens that I wanted to build on the Flamina world?
Yep.
Like I cleared out that whole area to build like a big garden monument, and I still might have the drawing somewhere, but I used to actually draw diagrams, like physical things that used to satisfy me so much, because I would just get so lost in thought that when I wasn't playing Minecraft, I just wanted to still sketch out concepts, if that makes sense.
No, I did the same thing
so much.
I've still got my original I don't know, I guess brain spill notebook. It's a little black notebook that's worn down to hell and back, but every single page has been used in that notebook, and it's just filled with a bunch of scribbles, scrabbles, ideas, solutions, this and that. It's just that kind of book where you just fill it out as you're just doing stuff to, I don't know.
There's something so charming about playing a game. It can even be a linear game and keeping a checklist of like things you need to do if you're hunting collectibles. It can be as simple as that, but like any form of writing something down or drawing something out while playing a game, I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is, so but cool. I just want to say it helps with immersion so much.
Yep. My mom side top or my mother actually does that with No Man's Sky. She'll keep track of the names of planets and systems that she finds cool stuff in, or like planets that players build like really cool bases on, so that way she can visit them in the future and whatnot to keep track, so that way she doesn't get lost.
Oh, that's so cool.
She loves that game. So.
But Preston, I definitely relate to your kind of use of Viscera and Power Wash and those kind of satisfying games, because with most creative endeavors, I feel there is a lot of thinking that needs to go in, and a lot of like motivation seeking, because I'll do that a lot. I'll use, that's kind of how I use a lot of simulator games now that I'm thinking about it, kind of just downtime to think while kind of keeping that active part of your mind occupied.
Yeah, more of focusing on your subconscious than anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a way to kind of find that more directly creative part of your mind. Not even creative, just that productive part of your mind.
Unlock the cylinders. Open the floatus gates.
You already know what game I'm gonna say.
Farming. We playing Minecraft.
Minecraft used to, but farming simulator.
We playing Minecraft.
It's funny. I used to really not understand why you, Travis, would like play like simulator games. I never understood the point of those, I guess, because it felt so like linear in concept, if that makes sense. Like in Minecraft, I can build a farm and do other things. Like, why would I want to play a farming simulator game? All I can do is farm. But I forgot what it was that you told me, but like not only did it open my eyes to like simulation games, but it opened my eyes to gaming like entirely. It caused almost a renaissance of like my taste in games for a good while. It's kind of spittering out, but it still left like a big effect. And I don't remember what you said. I know you don't remember.
You've brought it up so many times.
I know.
It always bugs me because I want to know what I said. That was so magical.
But I remember when I actually remember the moment it finally clicked. I was harvesting this one field, this big field, somewhere on the map of the just American map. And I remember it was late at night in the game. It was late at night IRL, I bet. And I was just sitting there like going down the road, and I was like, you know what? What am I gonna do? Like, I'm sitting here like impatiently trying to finish this field. What am I gonna do when I'm done harvesting this field? I'm gonna go and harvest another field. Like, there is no rush to this game at all. This is the gameplay. You know what I mean? And that realization dawned on me, like, this is the gameplay. This is the content. I don't have to go looking for it. I don't have to like stress finding it. Like, this, it's right here. This is the game. If that makes sense. Like, in Minecraft, I would go and make games. I would make mini games. I would, be jealous of mods that would add stuff to do. But it's like, it made me sit down and realize, like, this is the game to be enjoyed. Like, the way it is, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It just, that little click revolutionized how I look at gaming as just a hobby in general, I guess. And just how I play games. Which opened my eyes to a lot of single-player games. But,
might I interject here really quickly?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to derail everything. As it is time.
Oh no.
4.
Oh no.
Brennan. Voices. Hi there. keyboard. It's really dark. Let me go turn the light on.
You don't scare me anymore.
Keep your light off. I don't want to see you ugly ass.
Man, shit, you right.
Damn.
My keyboard. You mean for that one.
I love seeing your
Me.
hand. I'm you?
I just knocked something over.
I'm me?
Sure.
Got the Freddy Fars bearer.
Oh.
Every time.
You really need to get that guitar jingle set up.
It's a bass.
Whatever. Just same difference. They're the same shape and they have strings.
Editor nerd emoji Preston for that, please.
Just it's honey mustard time. That's
That's Weezer.
I know. That's the joke. Laugh.
Twinkie.
Oh, Twinkie.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hate that. I hate that so much. Uh-oh. Twinkie. I ate your Twinkie. I feel fat. Yeah. I'm in my eczema. Why you guys are so silent?
Huh?
I ain't got crap to say.
I'm jorking it.
He's dorking his Twinkets.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
One of these
Going
days,
on.
you have to like scoop all the filling out of the Twinkie and replace it with honey mustard.
Easy for you to say.
Are you getting any oak notes? Any honey notes?
You would be talking about oak nuts right now.
What? I said oak notes.
I mean, I don't really taste much of difference.
The
There
Twinkie is
ain't no
powerful.
way.
Well, no,
Put a-
there is a difference, but it's super neutral. I don't really. If someone handed me a Twinkie and they said, "Yeah, here, you can have this," I accidentally sprayed some honey mustard on it, I'd be like, okay.
Sprayed?
Girl, come over here and spray some honey mustard.
It's okay. It's
Edible.
Yeah.
Edible. Mid.
There's nothing negative about it, but there's absolutely nothing it adds.
Well, it added to the fact that you had to live stream your pretty face in order to see you eat it. Us.
He's gonna take Yeah, man. I'm really glad you're back at the helm, because the one and only time I tried to substitute for you, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. That uranium really fucked me up, man. I can still taste my own atoms.
Close the front door. Close the front door. Close
You're
the
gonna
front
let
door.
him in. You're gonna let him in.
Okay.
Close the front door.
You're gonna let him in.
Travis, you're supposed to say, I can see the point of both sides.
You know, I can kind of see the point of both sides right here. I don't really lean one way or another. I'm kind of on the fence on this one, boys.
You're the professional
Word,
fence
word.
sitter. Hey, Preston.
Hot take, though. I think water is really hydrating.
It's more of a lukewarm take. I don't think anyone prefers their water hot.
That is nothing to do with what I
What?
fucking said.
It's like hot water without tea leaves is hot water.
You're gonna catch some flack for that one, but I appreciate you for saying it, man. You're really strong.
I guess another important
actually
daily week thing that's been going on with me. I have been very addicted to Nutty Buddies again.
Oh, those things are good.
They're really delicious. I just haven't had one in a while. I ate one. I was like, I need more. I've almost gone through 2 big packs in just these past like 4 or 5 days alone.
No. Those are
Dear
one of the very few little Debbie snacks that I actually like. Those and the cosmic brownies, and there's probably some more that.
The cosmic brownies took such a fucking like those things went under like a couple years ago. Like they did they did something to that recipe. Those things taste like they taste artificial as fuck, dude.
I don't know the last time I had one. I just remember always liking them.
I don't know, man. I won't deny there probably was some genuine recipe change there, but I feel like a big part of it was I grew out of that taste, man. Like I could not believe just how much it flipped with me one day. I just don't like those anymore.
That's fair. I've had those things. Another little Debbie snack that I love are those oatmeal cookies or those like marshmallow cookies.
Oh, oatmeal cream pie?
No, I hate stuff like that. Wait, well, I don't know. Before I say, no, it's like they look like oatmeal cookies, like a regular cookie, but you open it up and it has a slight amount of marshmallow in it. Is that it?
That sounds like an oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah. I'm sending you a picture.
Okay.
Don't take me to Amazon.
I'm just gonna look it up. Oh,
Don't forget.
No.
okay, yeah,
It's
I love those. Okay, I love those.
I actually really hate those. Why?
Well, when I heard the cream pie, I was thinking more of like the pastry thing that they make with the like chocolate or whatever, and I was like, no, I hate those.
Yeah.
Where the hell did you get chocolate out of oatmeal?
I
cream
thought
pie,
you were
bro?
talking about a different snack.
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Who puts oatmeal and chocolate together? Bro? Well, I'm
That
not.
doesn't sound
Me.
bad. That's actually, I think that's good. I think that might sound good.
Yeah, there's probably some.
Oatmeal's a weird flavor. It's a flavor, but sometimes it just doesn't really taste like anything either. It really depends on where it's at.
I only can really ever tolerate it when it's like those packets, like the maple syrup or the apple.
Oh, like the instant microwave ones.
Yeah.
Dude, bananas and cream. Oh, goated.
I gotta try one again before I say anything.
Before we wrap this
Oatmeal
up,
is also one of those things that I stopped liking one day. I loved oatmeal as a kid, and then one day I was like, that's kind of mushy and gross. I don't want this anymore.
oatmeal has to be made literally perfect or it's gross. It's either dry as the Sahara or it just tastes like flakes in water. You have to get that shit right. Before we wrap this up, I'm going to say grits are disgusting. Anyone who likes them eats doggy turds. No, I will not elaborate. It is just true.
I don't care. I love grits.
Yep, I knew David was.
Grits.
David
Grits
was
and
bad.
cheese
That's some
grits.
shit, bro.
Grits and
I had
cheese
a
grits. I
feeling.
love. I genuinely do love grits. It depends. I will say at like a lot of fast food chains, they have really yucky grits.
You cannot say I genuinely love this item, but it depends.
Oh, that's fair.
That's an what is that? That's an oxymoron.
That's fair.
I don't know
guess-
about that one.
Well, there's some places that like make it and it's nasty.
Yeah.
So I've had
There's
nasty
a lot of things
grits
I
before.
love, but I've had nasty versions of it.
That means you love it. You don't genuinely love it. Genuine means every shape or form, good, bad, and
Absolutely
grody.
not. There's
Yes,
a bad
you do.
version of every
This
food.
is a courtroom
There
right
is an
now.
awful version of every food on the planet.
Hey, Travis, I do appreciate you stepping up on that.
Oh man, I'll go to
You're
bat
real
for you
homie.
on this one.
You're homie.
I might jork you off after the podcast too.
Oh,
I'm feeling generous today.
Please wrap up the video.
that is genuine.
We're going insane.
What if I want to keep you all here for another
I like
4
grits.
hours?
Right click on Dr. Anna. Wow, big red disconnect. That's crazy.
Okay, all right, fine. Thank you all
Why
for
me?
joining us
Oh,
on the
okay.
Kewlcast. Wait, what? Thank you all for joining us on the Kewlcast this week. I have been your host, Travis, aka T-Man Kewl 5355. You can find me on YouTube under that @ I have been joined by my co-host, Preston.
Hey there. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch at Scottybur, SCOTTYBURR. I got big stuff coming out on YouTube.
And my co-host, David.
Hello. I'm David. I got big stuff coming out my butt.
You can find him on Main Street. 123 is his address.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you for watching. You can find our videos usually up every Tuesday at 12 p.m. CST. And should I even shout out TNP?
No, TNP is currently under construction.
Yeah, TNP
I'd say
under construction. Make sure to check us out on Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All of those, we're there everywhere. Spotify.
You don't got these Spotifys. You don't got these.
I love DJX.
DJX. I love turning on the shuffle and it playing the song as a list.
I love hearing the same 5 songs over and over and over and over again.
I love
Hey, how's your day going? I'm X. Thanks for showing up.
Oh my goodness.
Am I forgetting anything for goring anything, boys?
See, upload times, you said Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Do we even do anything on Facebook? Has anyone done anything with the Facebook?
I have. I've been
have you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I check back in.
I forgot to follow it after we went public, so I get no notifications for it.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, since I still technically created the Facebook, it always gives me notifications like you're growing right now. You got 2.
You're growing right now.
You're getting bigger.
You're getting bigger.
Please save us, right? We get us out of here. Oh god. Oh god, get us out of here. Please help me.
High definition, ultra realistic, golden.
David, I still feel like there's that bear between us sometimes. You know?
I do too, man. Every time I lay here in the bed, I can't see you over this